No, it felt great to be out there with the guys competing, playing together. We're playing hard. And it's always nice playing at home, but the last 2.5 weeks was tough for me, just having to sit back and watch and not being able to go out there and try to help the team out. But now being back is obviously where I want to be, so I'm happy about it.
Trey, if you had to rate Keegan's dunk, where would that be on a 1 through 10 scale?
It was all right. I'll give it like a 6.
Sounding like Monk out there. Yeah, you could do better.
Yeah. Keegan can jump. He be playing with y'all, but he can jump. So, but good for him. I'm glad he was aggressive.
Speaking of which, just the aggressiveness that you've seen out of him, especially with Malik and Kevin absent right now, just how big was that for you guys tonight?
It's great. Keegan can score in a variety of ways, 3-level scorer. So when he's aggressive, when he's going out there and taking shots and making shots and being aggressive on both ends of the floor, because he can defend as well. He's the player that we need, and that's what we need from him all the time.
What do you think was working for you guys defensively tonight, and how encouraging was that?
We were being aggressive. We were talking. We were covering for one another. We were getting to their shooters, and we followed the game plan basically to a T tonight. So we're capable to do that. We're over 5 guys on the string. We're hard to score on.
Feels a bit crazy to say with Malik's absence, but that was maybe the best the bench as a whole has looked tonight with yourself, with Davion, with Alex Len. Just how ready are you guys to step into that spot and take advantage of the opportunity that's coming?
We know that there's, we're missing a lot with Malik, his playmaking, his shot making, his leadership on the court and stuff like that. So I just think everybody was capable and ready to step up in big ways. Alan was humongous on the defensive end for us tonight, blocking shots and then offensive rebounding and stuff like that. So, we're all capable, and now we're just getting, more touches and stuff like that with Malik out, and we're all stepping up and making the right plays and doing what we're supposed to do.
Trey, you mentioned how tired you were. I mean, did that maybe even workload kind of exceed what you were thinking you might be able to go out there and do tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a long stretch there in the second half, which is what got me. But I was all right. I got on Mike for not calling a timeout, but it was all fun and games. I'm just glad to be out there again. I'm ready to play as many minutes as they need. So.
Trey, you just mentioned more touches, and obviously Malik and Kevin were high volume production guys. Is there a feeling in this group that you guys still have enough? You just kind of redistribute those shots, those field goal attempts, that you guys can still accomplish what you want to do?
Yeah, for sure. We have guys that can score the ball. Davion showed that, the last few games. He's shown that the last few years he can score the ball. We have guys capable and ready to shoot and make plays. So everybody's just stepping up and staying consistent, staying ready for the moment.